Good morning, guys. Since we're not at school today, I just wanted to take a minute to go over the college English portfolio requirements with you and to show you how to make a s'more if you haven't ever done that before. So, a couple of things first. Let's look at these options that you have for your s'more. Okay, so you have two options. You can do a s'more or you can do a website using Weebly. If you would prefer another website tool that's not Weebly because you used it for another class and you're more comfortable with it, that's fine. But I can't help you with another website because I'm not familiar with how to do those. S'more is an easier option. It's more of a newsletter where everything is just on one online page, whereas Weebly is just a little bit more work. Okay, so you have to include all the assignments that we've done this semester. Here's the key. Everything has to be revised. And I don't just mean go through and click OK on all the comments that I've left. You actually need to make those changes. I will check. Um, I would probably get on that as soon as possible because, especially if you have a lot of comments, that can take quite a bit of time. So that means you need your resume, college application essay, narration essay, analysis essay, definition essay, summary response essay. All of those need to be revised, and I should have feedback to pretty much everyone for your argument essay by the end of the day today. So you will have that to revise as well. Okay, you have to do one screencast, and I will put a screencast out on how to create a screencast when I'm done with this one. And you have 5 choices for your screencast. You can do top 3 resources to help a struggling reader with the classic or contemporary reading. You can do 3 tips to being successful on the reading assessments, 3 to-dos as you are reading a Brit Lit novel, 3 pieces of reading advice, or 3 tips for surviving the first semester of college English. You can be as creative with those as you would like. Okay, now this is the scoring guide, but I'm also going to take a minute, and all of this information is also on this doc for first semester portfolio scoring guide. So you are using an appropriate tool for audience purpose or tasks, so that's either Smore or Weebly. Everything is organized in a logical way. Okay, organized logically in the order the assignments were completed, with the oldest assignments at the top and the newest at the bottom. Okay, and I'm assuming most of you will use Smore. You will also want to make sure that all of your essays have a sharing setting of anyone at Chillicothe R2 can view. To do that, you will have the share button up in the top right-hand corner of all of your essays. You'll click that. And then you can change this if it's not already at this. Anyone at the Chillicothe R2 school district can view, and I think it should already be set that way, but you will want to make sure. You also want to make sure that every piece of writing is there with corrections. You have your screencast. If you embed yourself in your screencast, and I'll show you how to do that, then you can have 5 points of extra credit. You need to have graphics, an About Me section with a picture, and you need to utilize appropriate spelling, grammar, and punctuation. The portfolio is worth 120 points. With this 5 extra credit points, you can earn 125 out of 20. And if you look at the guidelines that I've posted on Classroom in the assignment description, it also gives a notification that if you turn your portfolio in by Wednesday at the beginning of the day, 8 a.m., then you can get 10 points of extra credit, whereas if you turn it in by the just normal due date, that is not available. Okay, so once you have looked over all of these guidelines, let's talk about how to create a s'more. So to create a s'more, you're going to go to smore.com. And if you've never used Smore before, you will have to sign in. And I'm going to log out of this account that I'm currently signed in it because I don't have any more free newsletters. So to do that, you're going to hit sign up and you'll sign up. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, and then once you're there, you want to click on Start a Newsletter. It's going to give you all these options. I always just go for a weekly update, okay? And then I'm just going to show you kind of what you can do. So you can do several different things. You can kind of pick what theme you want. Let's say I want to do a snowflake theme. And then I can go and I can change my background based on anything I want. If I'm feeling a bit festive, I might want all these Christmas cookies in my background. It doesn't matter what you pick. This is totally up to you. Okay. Once you are done, you can also change the color. So maybe I want blue or purple or green instead of this red, but I do like the red, so I'm going to keep that. And I can also change my font. There are not a ton of choices, but you can pick something that you like. I'm going to go with this one. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and change my title to College English Portfolio. Okay, and I don't really want a subtitle, but I'm going to put Mrs. Forbes, so you could put your name there. Okay, then the easiest way that I think to do this is to just kind of delete everything that it's given you and kind of start from scratch, other than leave the About Us section. This is going to be what you put at the very bottom. Then the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, you are going to add 2 things for each essay. You will want to add text, and you will want to add a button, and I'll show you kind of what to do with that. So what you'll do, I'm going to drag this up if I can. Maybe I can't for right now. Here. So if I wanted to start with my narration essay, I might type that in, narration essay. Okay, and then I might give a little description about my narration essay here. Blurb about narration essay. Okay, that's what's going to appear here. Then the fun thing with this, if you click these little arrows, you can add pictures. You can change the placing of the picture by hitting the arrow. So you can have no picture, picture on the right, or picture on the left. Then this is where you actually embed your essay. So I might put, click here to access my narration essay. Okay, and then this is when I'll just embed this. This is when I'm going to go to share, and I'm going to get the shareable link, and I'm going to embed that right there. And then this is the thing I need you to be really careful with. Please click open link in new window. That way I don't have to hit the back button several times. Okay. You also, if you would prefer, if you don't want to put a blurb about your essay up here, you could also put a blurb about your essay here. That's another option. See, this is how it's going to show up when you're finished. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. And so if I wanted to click here, and you want to make sure when you're done, that way you don't lose your work, you hit done editing. Okay, and then if you're not finished, you can go back and hit edit your newsletter. But if I clicked on this, it's going to take me to the thing that I've linked. Okay, so you can be as creative with this as you want to edit this again. Again, you have to hit edit your newsletter. If you didn't want to put click here to access my narration essay, you could put the title of your narration essay here. Does not matter. Once you have actually typed in these boxes, you can move them around. Okay. When you add a picture, you can do, like, if my narration essay was about coffee, I'm drinking coffee this morning, I could do pictures of coffee. Okay, and then if I go to images, I really like, let's say I like this free picture of coffee. So I am going to, let me see this. I'm going to click here. And then since it's coming from my desktop, I'm just going to hit, this is what I'm going to do. For you guys, you'll want to save your image. So I'm going to hit, for me, I'm going to do it a little bit differently though. I'm going to drag this to my desktop. Okay, and then when I click here, all I would have to do is, and then I have my picture of coffee. Okay, and again, you'll have to save this to your downloads, but for you, that's fine. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. I would be glad to help you via email this morning. So I hope you get along with this well. Again, your portfolio is due at the beginning of the period on Wednesday if you want the extra credit, but according to College English, your classroom, it's due on Thursday by 3. Have a fabulous day, guys.